My worst moment of the year was definitely one out of shame. I was in a Minecraft server with my friend Isla, and she tamed about, I want to say, over 30 dogs. It was a stupid amount of dogs. I don't know where she found them, and they were on the house or on the farm. I killed a couple of the dogs. All right? They were in the way, and I never told her, and she'll only be finding out now. So sorry, Isla. I killed your dogs.
My worst moment of the year was my first viewing of the original trailer for the Sonic the Hedgehog film. Why did he have so many teeth? Who did he steal them from? Why were his hands so mannish? And why didn't you show us his feet? Hashtag release the feet. It's almost worse that his redesign is less of a nightmare, because now it's robbed me of the pleasure of sitting in the cinema on opening day and screaming in terror every time he turns up on screen.
My worst gaming moment of 2019 is actually going back to an old game. I started playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 again, and it looks fantastic. My new graphics card is making it look super shiny, but turns out I am not as good at that game as I remember, and it doesn't play like Overwatch. It's really disappointing because I love it so much, but I am not good at it at all.
So my worst gaming moment of 2019 is the fact that Battle Royale is still a thing, even though it's been rinsed and repeated over and over again from every game developer. Battlefield, Call of Duty, everybody's had their go at it, and I think it's time for it just to stop.
There was only one bad thing that happened for me in 2019, and that was Fallout 76 Fallout First subscription-based system, which basically meant you had to pay a ridiculous £100 a year to get content that should have already been out of the game. Emotes, your own server, and some silly weapon skins, all for £100 a year. Now I'll pass on a game that's already broken. Maybe fix your games first, Bethesda, eh?
My worst gaming moment of the year was by far when a game I like playing called Riders of Icarus had completely wiped all of my progress. All of my save files were gone, and I had about 28 or so hours gone into it, and I had to start from the very beginning. I'd also just gone a dragon in the game, so I was pretty annoyed.
My worst gaming moment of 2019 has been Pokemon Sword and Shield. Okay, worst might be a bit harsh, but as much as I've enjoyed collecting new beasties and playing along with my mates, there's an unshakable feeling that these games are undercooked, with lacklustre graphics, questionable mechanics, and an overall feeling of stagnancy. There was certainly a lot of controversy in the run-up to the game's release, and a lot of that criticism rings true in the final product. I don't even really care about the removal of hundreds of old Pokemon, or Dexit as it's known, but after the likes of Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, you would have hoped that Nintendo's other biggest franchise might have received similar treatment on Switch. Hopefully Sword and Shield can prove to be strong jumping off points for the next instalments, if nothing else.
For me, it's not really like one specific moment. It was the fact that I changed this year from controller to keyboard and mouse, and just the frustration involved with that, because being good at something and then all of a sudden not being good at something because you've changed the way you play is really frustrating.
So I've not had a lot of worst moments with video games this year, and I like to try and remain positive. I always find something good even if I really hate the game. I loved playing Inside this year, but the worst moment was getting to the end. I just didn't like the ending. I just thought it was the most disappointing ending after this amazing build-up. That's it really. Apart from that, I'm all unicorns and rainbows.